Next up is going to be the waist unit of the Blue Destiny Unit 3. And got a polycap. There's a ball polycap right there. There we go. Put that here. Like so. And okay, so there's the nubs here. Oh, sorry, the connectors here. One's thicker than the other, so the thick one goes here. Goes right there. Let me take the back of this and put that here. Close it up all the way. Then we have these two parts. One goes there, but I think they're a little off here. Hold on. Oh, look the same. Yeah, they're the same. And as you can see, when I remove this, this is held on by a little bit of plastic. So I can turn it and remove it, but I'm going to leave it there for now because I'm going to need this for this to hold it in. Connect that there. We have this nice little red trim part that goes right here. That's cool. And then we have the side skirts. So far, this is, again, if I had time to paint, it would be great to paint this because I'm seeing a lot of parts here that's not required for me to mask off or anything or do anything crazy. Like something like this can be painted all as one color, or I can remove, I can remove this one and paint it separately. Same holds true with this whole section here. It's the other way around. There we go. Yeah, lately the Origin line as well as the Thunderbolt lines of kits have been coming out pretty good. See? Very simple, very easy to assemble. Alright, that's cool. Let's now move on to the next part of the build. Alright, so the next part of the build is going to be the arms of the Blue Destiny Unit 3. And what's surprising about this arm is how flexible and well detailed it is. But surprisingly, some other features that I didn't realize, especially for this scale and size. First I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the shoulder. It's very simple to make. What you need to do is take this polycap here, put it there for now. And then there's this part here. It's part of the design. Put that there. And then you close it up. Make sure you align it right. And there you go. Just move this a bit. Just adds a little more. This gimmick, of course, comes out like this for whatever reason. Again, I never watched the anime, any of the info. The one gripe I'm looking at here, and this is a good shoulder, but as you see, there's a seam line right here. You can get away with that. That's fine. This, on the other hand, can be annoying. Gluing it and then sending it down may be okay, but then you run the risk of maybe even lowering this section of the plate down a little bit, or maybe even a lot, just so you can get rid of the seam line. An idea would be get yourself some styrene sheets, like almost like maybe half an eighth of an inch, maybe a 1/16 of an inch, or maybe a half a millimeter. Cut it to the size of this. First sand it down, cut it to the size, and then glue it right on top of that, and then do the same thing here. So and then just sand it a little bit more and just to conform it. That's an idea that I'm thinking, that if you guys decide to get this kit and you want to do, you know what I'm saying, it would be a cool idea. Hold on a second here. Alright, so that takes care of the shoulder. This is going to be cool because I was looking at this and just reviewing how well integrated it is. This is actually a double jointed shoulder. Double elbow. Is it double? Yeah, double elbow joint. Shoulder, I said, sorry. And putting this here and here looks pretty cool, especially once you put this on. Just get that there. There we go. Sanding it down here is fine. A little bit there is okay. But this is very well done and executed. Then we take this part here, which goes in the back, and I'll line it up with the hole there, so it looks like that, and put this here. Now again, this is another seam line right there, so you will have to glue it and then sand it down, and so it conforms with this area. Will be more of a chore, but then you may want to look into the possibility, let me see here, of maybe cutting the pegs and sliding it in there. There is no stop gap in here, so once you push it in, there's a possibility of it popping out. So that's, you know, that this is a challenge right here to cut, you know, to deal with that. Maybe leave the leave the seams line there, or make your custom own seam line with tool, you know, with some tooling or anything like that. But if you really need to clean this up, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. Again, the plate idea would be good, but then it's a little bit of an overkill. And then you have this part here that goes in there, that connects to this, and that's what I was going to say, that if you remove the pegs there and you slide it down, this can act as a stopper right there. Then what you do is you put this part here for the hands, and that way this will never come out because they'll have this here. Maybe it's an idea, I don't know. You try that. Put that here. Put this there. And then slide that in like so. And there you go. The arms of the Blue Destiny Unit 3 is okay and complete. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, let's now move on to the next part of the build. Alright, so next up is going to be the legs of the Unit 3. And again, a lot of cool, unique parts here. Parts that also makes it easy for painting, and parts that may have to work with a bit here and there. Let us begin with this part here. Put this poly cap through here. Where is my... Oh, there it is. There we go. It'll go through properly as long as you push this in. There we go. There we go. Alright, so with that, push this down like so. And push this part down here like so as well. These two parts can be separate and painted separately, so is this, and so this whole section here. So that's good for this. Oh, and of course, same thing here. But, and let me see here, because once you put these two together, again, another issue with the seam line. Yet I think we can probably pop one out like this Maybe because if you decide to glue these two together, it may look good, but then the bending may snap this off or may deform the front. So look into the possibility of maybe snipping off half of this so that way it'll go on top of it easily. One will go through in, I don't know. So it's an idea. Or maybe just put it on and glue it on and then paint it together. It's all up to you. It is adjustable, so you can probably work with that. Alright, so that's done with that. So now we're going to do with this one, which is basically the same thing that we did with the forearm. This is the leg, and I'm going to need this one. I gotta check something first. Okay. So that one will go like that. Oh no, wrong way. Because there's a spacing here, and that's for the other one. So that one will go there, and this one will go here. So it looks like that. You flip this around, like that. Cool. This polycap goes there. Push it in. And this one has, put this one through there. Followed by this one here. This one you have to worry about. Don't have to worry about seam line. This is actually part of the detail, so that's good. As for this, I want to make sure that that is like that. This one goes there. And then this one goes here. Now I didn't take this off or remove it. I may do it later on. There's a gimmick here to put the beam saber hilt here. And I thought when I was reviewing this is something you can actually remove or open up as a gimmick. I'll show you that in a minute. That's not just the case. As you put these detail parts here. This slides in like so, but there's no, and I did that wrong. Hold on a second. Oh, this thing went up really good. This one goes like that. And then that one goes like that. So I guess in the series this thing opens up to reveal the beam saber hilt, but there's no gimmick to open it up, so you have to pop it out just to get to the hilt, which, in all due fairness, why? You can't do it in this. It's impossible. So it is what it is. Take with this part here, put it in like so. And then take this, put that in like so to complete the front part of the leg. You have this part that goes on like that. Goes on top of this. Now this one you have to stick it in like that there. Stick it in like that here. Stick that in like so there. And then this one goes in there like so, which of course you gotta be very careful. There we go. Now it's in there. Alright. The legs of the Blue Destiny Unit 3 is now complete and nice. Very nice. Very easy to assemble. And of course disassemble for painting and detailing. The only thing I would probably be worried about is this, with that seam line right there. But that could probably be easily fixed. Alright, so there you go. Let's now move on to the next part of the build.